Hello again, so here we are in DCS world again, and normally I'm just doing flying and landing and flying and landing and flying and landing. So this time I'm actually going to do a short mission. So we're in the F18 and we have been, we're sitting at Batumi Airport and we have been tasked with destroying 3 Shilkas at Kutaisi airfield that are preventing our forces from doing any low-level attacks. So we're going to take off from Batumi and we're going to fly a flight path and drop some bombs on Kutaisi, drop some bombs on those precision bombs on those 3 Shilkas. Okay, so we're going to be using the targeting pod of the F18. So I need to switch that on. Go and switch over to the targeting pod, and it needs to warm up. While we're on the ground, we'll just set up our weapons. We're going to be using laser guided bombs, and we're going to use it in target of opportunity mode. We're going to set the fuse to instantaneous so they actually do something. Then we'll set the mission parameters. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to prepare for takeoff. We are going to first of all set our waypoints. Waypoint to 1. Okay, and we'll get in the air. Right, rotate, gear up, gear up, and flaps to auto. Okay, so we're going to set our master arm on, so when we come to drop the bombs they actually do something, and then we're going to set up our waypoints and we're going to swing round to waypoint 1. The bar up here shows us where the waypoint is. Okay, there we go. We're going to use this opportunity to get some height. And ideally, to use a T-pod, targeting pod, we're going to be at around about 20,000 feet. Careful, we're going to stall it. Right, so where's while we gain some height. So the T-pod is here. It's the targeting pod. It's going to allow us to locate the targets we're looking for and basically designate the coordinates of the target directly to the bomb we're going to use. I'm currently 29.1 miles away from the waypoint, running up to 10,000 feet. By going up to 20,000 feet, we give the targeting pod the best opportunity to see the most field of view, biggest field of view. It also keeps us out of the way of those Shilkas, which are ground-to-air units, so we can drop a nice present on their heads without them even knowing what hit them. Okay, we're coming up to 20,000 feet. There we go. Let's just level off. Just trim it up. Okay, so now we're still heading towards the first waypoint. As you can see here, that's our plane, and our first waypoint's there. Second waypoint is basically the target. So once we get to the first waypoint, we'll then spin around. We're just going to lose some speed down to 95%. Okay, let's just lose some height. Still climbing slightly, doesn't really matter. The airfield that we want to attack is over there somewhere. Get a better view of it in a minute. Okay, approaching the first waypoint. We're going to turn in a second to the second waypoint. Here we go. Set waypoint 2. Okay, so we're going to set our autopilot now so that we've got a nice steady platform, and we're going to switch over to our targeting pod, and right there's the airfield. Okay, so what we're looking for is some Shilkas in there. We're going to zoom in. and we can see them there. Let's go to wide field of view. We can select fur and white hot. Right, so we're going to set point tracking on so we can actually target them. Okay, and then we're going to switch air to ground mode on. We'll just double check to make sure everything's set up correctly here. Okay, so we're going to designate that as a target, and that should then complete the coordinates here, which is going to the exact GPS coordinates of that target. On the HUD we have got our timer, which shows a timer to our target, and the time we can drop our weapons. So we're just going to follow down this heading until the timer ticks down. Just make sure that is definitely picking up. Okay. Right, our timer is now lapsed, and we can in range to drop the bomb. So we're going to pick up the first bomb. It's away. Zoom out slightly. And we're going to select the second target. Pickle. Select the third target. Pickle. That's 3 bombs away. Okay, so we can follow the progress of those bombs. As they head towards their target. We're in autopilot on the plane, so it can just happily fly away. So basically it's just drifting in the air, and as it gets close to its target it will then start to adjust itself to aim straight for that target. Okay, hopefully it will hit. So it should start to alter its course any moment now. There it goes, it's found its target. And away it goes. Let's see if it's a hit. Oh, there's 2 hits. Oh, not quite. Okay, I think we got 2. Okay. Okay, so now we're out of range of the T-pod. The T-pod is now masked because we're over the target. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the map, see if we oh, there's still 1 left. We hit it, but it's damaged. We've got 1 bomb left, so we're gonna turn off our autopilot. And try and find it again with the T-pod. So we'll just zoom out. Okay, so let's see if we can locate it. Maybe it there. Okay. Let's Make sure. Okay. Let's just zoom out a little bit. Yeah, I think that's the one that we didn't finish off. So we'll swing round and see if we can get him. Just make sure I'm not going to stall. Put some power back on. Alright, okay, so we're going to be flying almost directly over the airport, I think. There it is. Okay, so we're in range now, so we can pickle again. Right, okay. Let's see if we can finish him off. We'll just set the autopilot on again while we watch that. Oh, okay, right. It didn't quite hit it. Oh well. Okay, so that's us out of ordnance now, so we may as well get rid of air to ground modes, turn off the T-pod, and we'll set our waypoint back to home. So partially successful mission. I think we got 2 out of the 3 Shilkas, and possibly 1 is out of action. So we're going to fly home. There we go. We are slightly high. Very high in fact, so we're going to lose some height. So we're going to roll. And head back to the waypoints. Alright, let's find out what the frequency of our home base is. We are flying back to Batumi, and it is 260. So we're gonna enter. We're gonna call Batumi. Air traffic control, Batumi, inbound. Cure fee is 29.89. We can just set that here. Cure fee is important because that's an air pressure value that tells us what the altitude of the airport we're heading for is. So we'll switch to radar altitude. Now I'm just trying to bleed some speed now. As we prepare for landing. Our airfield is over there somewhere, just beyond the city. The airfield goes down there. So we're going to come in and do a circuit around the airfield. Let's just get rid of that before we so we're losing speed all the time. Gently coming down to somewhere around 250 knots, where we can drop our landing gear and come in for an approach. Okay, flaps are in auto, gear is up. Okay, so the airfield is there just off our nose to the right. We'll do half a circuit. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can request landing. Doesn't really matter if it doesn't give us permission, we're going to land anyway. Give ourselves a reasonable long approach to the airfield. Okay, so we're going to turn in now. Probably a bit close. Landing gear down. Flaps. Okay. Oh, now for an approach. Okay, put some speed on. Okay, we were a bit high, but hey, okay, we'll do it. Yeah, definitely higher than I'd like. 3,000 feet. We should really be at 2,000 feet. But we'll make it work. Let's see if we can request landing again. There we go. So basically now I'm just using the throttle to place the heading indicator at the threshold of the runway. And to adjust our height. We are coming down at a fair rate of knots, to be honest, so but still we should be alright. Okay. Air brakes out. Speed brakes. Wheel brakes. And there we go. Then we'll swing off to the left, clear the runway. Thank you. And we'll just park up here. And there we go. Mission complete. partial success. Better than nothing. Hopefully our troops can now attack the airfield without getting blown out of the sky. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you soon.